All right, for wide receivers, you are buying in to Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown has been awesome.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he has scored 89.6 points in his last 4 games. 89.6! And he's third in points behind Cooper Kupp and T. Higgins. I mean, like, he's been unbelievable. He's right up there, Justin Jefferson. He's on that level. And I like him this week. He should stay in lineups against the Seahawks. They've allowed 6 touchdowns and the 5th most fantasy points to slot receivers. So St. Brown should be in your starting lineup. And let's talk about Odell Beckham Jr., right? I mean, with the Browns, he was basically a sit-em every single week. But he's been much better with the Rams, right? He has scored double-digit fantasy points in 4 of his last 5 games. The matchup this week is really good against the Ravens. They gave it up to T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd. I am picking on Baltimore's defense, their pass defense in particular. So OBJ is a very solid start. I'm also starting Devontae Smith and Christian Kirk, who is now the number 1 wide receiver in Arizona with Nuke Hopkins out.
Wow, Christian Kirk versus Dallas. Very brave, Fabiano, very brave.
I think it could be a high-scoring game. So
it could be. I think it should be. I hope it is, actually. I think it could be a lot of fun. All right, this week you are sitting Scary Terry.
Right. And again, folks, I mean, you're in your championship. If you don't have better options, I totally understand. But, I mean, look at his numbers. I mean, he's failed to score more than 9.1 fantasy points in a game over his last 5 games, right? And the quarterback play has been awful, right? Whether it's been Taylor Heineke or Kyle Allen, it hasn't mattered. Washington's passing game has been brutal. And, oh, by the way, he gets to face Darius Slay this upcoming weekend. So have a happy new year there, Scary Terry. I would fade him if I had depth, and I certainly wouldn't play him in DFS. And then Hollywood Brown. Now, a lot of this depends on what happens to the quarterback position. Right now, we're unsure who the starter will be. It's going to be one of 3 guys. We just don't know who it's going to be, whether it's going to be Lamar, it's going to be Josh Johnson, is it going to be Tyler Huntley? We are not sure. And I still like Brown in PPR leagues, but in standard leagues, I mean, he's failed to post more than 55 yards in a game since week 10. And he hasn't scored a touchdown in 7 straight games, right? And he's got the Rams this week. They haven't allowed a receiver lined out wide to score a touchdown since week 9. So I'm really worried about Hollywood Brown's stat line this weekend against the Rams. A lot of that is going to have to do, of course, with who the quarterback is. So keep tabs on the status of Lamar Jackson in particular this week. I'm also going to fade Chase Claypool and Brandon Ayuk this week.